In our writing, we use lots of commas in lists for lots of different reasons. Let's look at how we do this. Reindeers eat lots of different things. In this sentence, I've listed 3 things that reindeers eat. Because it's a list, I need to separate the things in the list using commas and an and. So I've got reindeers eat lichen, comma, leaves and grass. Between the items in the list, we must use a comma. Before the very last item in the list, we use and instead of a comma to show that it's the last item. This is a complete sentence now with my capital letter and my full stop. Here is another sentence. Wild reindeer can be found in Norway, comma, Finland, comma, Canada, comma, Alaska and Greenland. I've used and to show that Greenland is the last place in the list. Each of these places, each of these countries have a capital letter because that's when we use capital letters as well for names of countries. Look how there's a comma after every place in the list. Norway, comma, Finland, comma, Canada, comma, Alaska and Greenland. Father Christmas has 8 reindeer and they are called Dasher, comma, Dancer, comma, Prancer, comma, Vixen, comma, Comet, comma, Cupid, comma, Donner and Blitzen. We've used and, remember, because it's before the last name in the list, and we've used commas between every other name in the list. If I didn't put those commas, you might think that there's a reindeer that's called a very long name. The reindeer might be called Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen. That's a very long name, but we need to use the commas to show that each of those names are separate. I wonder if you can think of your own Christmassy sentence to use commas in a list like these. In maths, we're just going to have a little reminder about odd and even numbers. Something that threw some of us in some of our maths was, is 300 odd or even? Well, the answer is that it is an odd number because it can be shared equally into 2 groups. It may start with a 3, which a lot of you know is an odd number, but that's not the most important digit. The most important digit here is the one in the ones column. That's where we need to look. In this number 300, it ends in a 0, so it must mean that this number is an even number. All numbers like this that end in zeros will be even numbers. 100, 150, 400, 700, 900. All even numbers end in 0, 2, 4, 6 and 8. Some examples are 4, 56 and 730. All odd numbers end in 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9. Some examples are 9, 83 and 641. I wonder if you can think of some 3-digit numbers that would be even and some 3-digit numbers that would be odd.